Are we anti-New Worcester or are we for Worcester? New Worcester. They destroyed the skate park.
Yep.
So
they destroyed the skateboard park because of the graffiti. But they brought in a company called Powwow Worcester, but it's actually a corporation. And they make graffiti. It looks like all their graffiti looks like they sent people to a class where they learn how to make their own graffiti. Right? If you look at all the pictures of Powwow Worcester, all the graffiti looks the same.
A cool PR stunt would have been to find those people who did the skate park they were destroying before they destroyed it, brought them down there, told them, we are destroying this, but we want you to collaborate with other artists, because some of the murals are amazing.
I don't like that smiley face mural on the side. I missed the one with the beer on it. Remember that one?
No.
On the side of the Palladium, out on the outside.
Oh, yeah.
That? I missed that. Why'd they cover it? Why couldn't they cover something that wasn't already done?
Yeah, recreate. They should have just touched that up. That was a good...
Yeah, that was
Or is it promoting drinking?
Who cares? That's commerce in Worcester.
The best
and they let some guy buy up all that real estate they tore down those that mall, and they let that one guy buy up all the real estate. Puts in all these like fucking the 110 Grill and fucking what Fuel America, the coffee place. I went in there because I wanted to test it out. It cost $4.25 for a medium coffee, and it tasted like cigarettes.
Not to be a hater, but then you go across the street to the Grid coffee shop.
Yeah.
Their coffee's not that good either. The drip coffee wasn't good. I did get an Americano or a dirty chai latte. Yeah. And obviously the espresso coffee was decent. But it's an old building and the heating system in the winter, no bueno. Super cold. I set my computer up to do some work. I was going to do stuff. Yeah. Got a coffee and I'm sitting there and it just everyone was freezing. It was 0 degrees in there. But they go, oh, the system never works. It's an old building, blah, blah, blah.
Birch Tree was cool. Birch Tree came right before, some of the cool stuff that came before that awful Grid and Powwow Worcester.
I like that you don't like it, because I just saw a sponsored video.
I don't like it. I'm just I just want to go to, let's just go to Vincent's and eat a meatball sandwich.
Yeah.
You're saying you saw a sponsor?
Yeah, on Instagram, I saw a sponsored video for the Grid, and it was it was everything I didn't like.
It's
it's mechanical, it's a zoom in, and people who, I don't know, maybe I'm just hating because it's tough because we grew up here.
It's like Rudy Giuliani's version of Times Square. The Worcester Red Sox?
I love how...
Is it the Reds, what?
Paw Sox?
It's Paw Sox, but it's in Worcester.
Oh, so now they're Worcester Sox?
Yeah.
That almost sounds like Worcester Sucks. You gotta be careful with that.
No.
Rebrand.
And then they got all these new restaurants on Green Street. They're just fronts for drugs.
On Green Street?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was in the paper. Yeah. We looked at the menu for broth, and we both go, yeah, let's just go to Ken's.
Oh, really? Yeah.
What is it even called? Pho? Or it's a Vietnamese name. But yeah, he's been there for 35 years.
Since 1988, he said.
Amazing.
That's why it tastes so good.
That's
so weird. What? How has it been there for that long? Nobody ever talks about it.
Speed round. How did we first meet? Next question.
Oh, you had to train me at Via. And you said... when you had your napkins and you have to put down your bev naps under the glasses. And you say, hey, you said, watch this. And you went over to this table. And there were these ladies. There's an old lady, an older lady, and a young girl. And the young girl said, I just went to an acting center. And then the old lady was they were sitting on the patio and there's a train that goes by. The train was going by and this old lady goes, that choo-choo went by. That choo-choo reminds me of my old days hopping the trains. And then Rich Marx said, all right, we're going to give those people some time. They're a bunch of cuckoo clocks.
This is the part of the show where we call Michael J. Maloney.
So we're going to call a guy that we know that somehow became a lawyer. Right? When did he become a lawyer? Do you know what you're going to ask him about being a lawyer?
No, he doesn't even know what this is about.
What's going on, man?
Hello, how are you, sir?
I've been better. My grandmother passed away last week, so it's been a rough week.
Sorry to hear that.
Thanks, man. It's been a rough couple weeks.
She had
a stroke, and she just kind of went downhill from that, so.
How old was she?
88.
That's a good life.
Yeah.
We can only dream about living to be that old.
Alright.
Did you have the wake and the funeral yet?
Yeah, we did it on Saturday.
Can we segue into something else?
Yeah, what's going on?
Nothing. How was your day?
Just back to work after.
Yeah?
After my bereavement time, so.
Yeah. I'm here with Crazy Jimmy, Evil Adam, and David Lunch.
Oh, yeah?
And you know how on WAF they have Ask Our Attorney with Larry the Lawyer?
When?
Right now. We're naming a family of raccoons. What would the dad's name be?
Before I can comment publicly on anything, I'd have to check my contract. Where's David?
David, he's on his 6th beer. Alright, well, do you have any questions to ask me?
No, I've had a rough go of it. I'm just putting away stuff from my grandmother's house. So, I appreciate the sympathy.
Yeah, no, when I heard that, I was, that's never easy to deal with.
We'll have to get together soon, man, and on happier times.
Sure.
All right, brother.
All right. Be good.
Wow. You're coming to bedtime.
Oh.
Mikey.
What's the last album you listened to? But tell me, or like the
Bowie, yeah.
Did you listen to it, or did you buy it and you're waiting for it to come in?
I've heard that it's critically, a lot of people love this album. A lot of people love this album. It's called Outside. It's from 1995. And
Bowie? How many albums? This guy, he has a lot of albums.
It's like 30 something albums. Yeah,
that's wild. I've
been collecting, son. I have 1987's Never Let Me Down, which is they say is his most maligned, most hated album. But he was always sad because the production of it was always very glossed over 80s, like too much shit in there and too much overproduction. And they just released a remix of that album. Sounds so much better, more modern.
I would like to,
but you can only get it in the box set. It's like over $200.
I would like someone to blog or to make videos about artists' worst albums.
Yeah,
because that to me is interesting. Like, I want to listen to the work of what pop culture thinks is the worst album, because define bad. It's probably there's undertones of greatness in there, especially when you're making music, or that time in his life. You're making music for 40 years. That's your story of your life. So like listening to a collection like David Bowie from beginning to end to his last album, you could probably know what kind of person he was.
Well, I ordered Outside today. It comes on
the
Thursday.
Album's called Outside today, or
I ordered it today on Amazon Prime, so it's coming in 2 days. A supposed used copy of it's coming from Amazon warehouse. I don't know how the fuck that happens.
How many vinyl records do you have?
I don't know.
How many did you buy in the course of a year?
Close to 200.
So you just
I just went nuts.
Yeah.
Because I was bored. I would have days off and I would go, oh, well, what am I going to do? Oh, why don't I just go to Littleton, Mass, to the vinyl vault and just sift through their piles and piles of records for 3 hours.
Have you been to Joe's in Worcester?
Joe's is good. Joe gets mostly new stuff. So if you're willing to spend money, like get something new, but or repress. But once in a while he'll get something old and like he gets the new arrivals bin.
I like how
he's a cool guy.
Yeah, I like how
awesome.
clean
like
the store is,
That guy's great.
You go in and it's like there's a care and a maintenance in every shelf that I respect a lot.
Well, all those guys, everybody in New England, all the vinyl people, there's only a handful of them. They all know each other. And I remember I went to Records the Good Kind in Connecticut. And the owner there was impressed that Joe barcodes everything.
Name every record store you know in New England.
Joe's Albums. That's Entertainment. Jellies has records, so there's 3 in Worcester.
I don't know the names of the Providence ones we went to.
Yeah, have I gone to any of those? There's Apocalypse. Isn't it Apocalypse?
I don't know the names.
In Providence, and it's also in Cambridge. I've been to the one location in Cambridge. I don't know. I haven't been to the Providence ones. I should, right?
There's Vault 2 good ones.
Vinyl Vault in Littleton, which he has a great selection, but you pay through the nose. What else have we got? We've got...
Any on Newbury Street, maybe?
Records the Good Kind somewhere in Connecticut. Newbury Street. Newbury Comics on Newbury Street.
Maybe we could do
Mass Avenue, son. We'll go record shopping this spring.
Listen to my demo. Demo. Listen to my demo. Listen to my demo. Demo. Listen to my demo. And it's about like their cassette that they made, and now they like try to push it through out of their trunk, and they're just trying to get people to listen to their demo so they can blow up.